Hi, I'm Sarah Jackson with Casa de Paz in Denver, Colorado. Casa de Paz means House of Peace, and we are a hospitality home located about 15 minutes away from the ICE Immigrant Detention Center. What we do at Casa de Paz is provide hospitality for immigrants who are locked up in detention, as well as their families who are driving in from out of town to visit their loved ones who are locked up. How do I define radical hospitality in regards to the work of Casa de Paz? It's a funny question because I actually have always had an adverse reaction to the term radical hospitality. And because for me, doing the work of Casa de Paz, providing shelter, meals, transportation, basic necessities of life is not radical. It's nothing new, nothing on the edge, nothing that hasn't been done for centuries. However, I learned this year from Anton Flores Masonet that radical, actually one of the root meanings behind the word means, I just said it, going back to the roots. What are the root meanings of hospitality? Going back to the root. And the root of our faith is, for me at least, the root of my faith is loving God with all my heart, soul, and mind, and loving my neighbors as I love myself. So welcoming immigrants to the country is one aspect of radical hospitality. That isn't really radical, but then it also is. And I was excited to learn that different meaning of the word because it deepened my understanding of my faith and of the work of Casa de Paz. The work of Casa de Paz has been impacted by COVID-19 for sure. Immigrants are still being locked up in prison during this worldwide pandemic, which is extremely dangerous and scary. If you can imagine being locked in a prison during COVID-19, you have a 3 times higher chance of contracting the disease. And so we're working really hard to make sure that folks who are locked in detention are being able to have the opportunity to be released. A few months ago, we saw a few mass releases of immigrants in groups of 10, 12, 15 being released from detention, and our volunteers were amazing. Within hours, every single volunteer slot that needed to be filled was filled. We were there at the detention center ready to offer that basic post-release support for every person who was released from detention to make sure that they were able to get home to their friends, their family, their sponsors safely so they could then self-isolate and quarantine. We have also noticed that ICE suspended the in-person visits, and so our visitation program has pivoted to become a pen pal program. So we are no longer going inside of the prison to visit folks who are locked up, but we are writing them letters, we're calling them on the phone, we're doing video chats, whatever we can do to stay connected to our friends who are locked in detention. And one other fun little thing that we did around Casa de Paz was we renovated our garage because our garage actually has more space to socially distance. So we drywalled, first we insulated, then we drywalled, then we painted, then we decorated, and now our garage is a very comfortable landing place for immigrants who are leaving detention to come over, have enough space to physically distance from the volunteers and other guests, and make plans to begin that journey home, wherever their friends, families, and sponsors are. So I am very proud to be part of Casa de Paz during this pandemic, where we continue to live out our faith values and welcoming immigrants to the United States of America.